Hi everyone, today we have a 30-minute Pilates Flow. It's focused on full body movement from head to toe, so that way you'll feel really good by the end of class. Your spine will feel a little bit longer, your muscles will feel a little bit more engaged, and you can go about your day feeling strong and connected. So let's get started on our mat. Let's start with your legs underneath your hips. Make sure your hips, knees, and ankles are aligned. So you're going into a mini squat position, hinging from your hips, bend from your knees, lower down, and you can reach your arms forward and then come all the way up to a stand. So as you lift on up to that full standing position, you want to think about engaging through your backside, so through your glutes as you come all the way up. And then lower back down and lift. Nice big inhale. And then exhale to lift on up. You have 5 more here. Finding that length through the crown of your head. Lower and lift. Down and up. 1 more here. And come all the way up. Now take your legs wide, take them out to a plie second. So you're rotating out from your hips, bend from your knees, reach your arms out, and then lift back up. Lengthen and extend. So as you bend your knees, reach your arms out to the sides, engaging through your hips and your glutes as you come up to that full stand here. Again, down and up. You have 5 more here. 4, 3 more. Think weight is even between both of your legs. On this last one, stay low. Take your hands behind your head. So draw that belly button towards your spine, hands behind your head. Try to sit a couple inches lower if you can, so you feel that nice engagement through your thighs, maybe a little bit of a burn. Now side bend. Reaching up and over, and then lift back up to center. Other side, lifting up and over, and then lift all the way back up. So again, you're finding the length through the crown of your head, and you're not collapsing through your torso. You want to think about your abs. Your obliques are helping to lift you all the way back up without going into your low back here. So if you're starting to feel this in your back, a little bit too much, make the bend smaller and think about feeling that rib cage connection, so that way you're almost taking your body slightly forward with this movement. 4 more here. 3. Now sit a little bit lower if you can. 2 more. 2. 1 more. And lift all the way back up. So now walk your feet in, find that Pilates V. So heels together, toes about 3 inches apart. Again, hinge from your hips. So same thing as that mini squat, bending from your knees, bending from your hips, and then come all the way back up again. Nice big inhale and exhale. Reaching your arms towards those diagonals here as you lower and lift. And down and up, keeping that chest nice and open. 3 more here. 2. Last one, and lift all the way up. So now taking your legs back into that parallel mini squat, legs underneath your hips. Hinge from your hips, bend from your knees. You can reach the arms forward, making sure that your knees are not collapsing in. You want to find the lift of your arch of your foot and then come all the way back up. Again, lowering down and up. So you're engaging your glutes. As you come up to that full stand, you want to feel your thighs engage as you lower and lift. This is a really great exercise for your ankles as well, because they help to stabilize. So all those little muscles that are around your ankles are working hard to support your ankle. Make sure that it's staying nice and strong here. And lift. 3 more. 3, 2, Last one, and lift all the way up. Now taking your legs out to that plie second, bending your knees as you lower down, and then come on up. So just switching the arms here, taking them down and then up. So you're finding that lengthening action. Nice big inhale and exhale. Lower and lift. So you get a little bit more of a sweeping action with this movement, the second round, and press. Engaging your glutes as you come up to that full stand and press, keeping that chest nice and open. 4 more here. 3, 2. On this last one, bend your knees, stay low. Take your hands behind your head. Press the back of your head into your hands so you find that length in your neck so you're not reaching forward with your chin. Side bending from your waistline, taking it to the side, and then lift all the way back up. Same thing but on the other side. So using your obliques to help you lift on up. Again, reaching up and over and lift. Trying to stay low the entire time, so see if you can sit a little bit lower here. Again, nice big inhale and exhale. And press. And lift. You got this. Again, there's 4 more. And lift. 3, 2. Last one, and lift all the way up. Come all the way up to full stand. Walk your feet on in. Heels together in that Pilates V. Hinging from your hips, reaching your arms forward and lift on up. Nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. So you're engaging your glutes as you come up to that full stand here. Again, finding the length through the crown of your head, down and up. And press. You should feel the outer thighs working a little bit more with this movement. 3 more. 3. Press. 2. On this last one, come all the way up. Just separate your heels. Take your legs so they're parallel, rolling down. So tucking your chin, peel it down 1 vertebrae at a time, keeping a soft bend in your knees as you roll down. So you're lengthening through your spine 1 vertebrae at a time, reaching your arms down towards the mat. Bend your knees and extend them 3 times. This is 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees and roll it on up. So drawing that belly bend towards your spine, rolling it all the way on up. And reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale to release. Heel raises. You can take your hands to your hips as you lift your heels up and then back down. Lift and lower. So think about separating your toes, making them nice and wide to give you a little bit of a better base of support here. Lift and lower. And press. So you want to think about pressing down with your big toe and your second toe here, making sure that you're not rocking out on the sides of your feet with this movement. Again, lift and lower. 3 more here. 3, 2. Last one. Now bend your knees slightly, reach your arms up and overhead. Nice big inhale. Exhale to release, tuck your chin, roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time again. So just peeling it down, keeping your knees soft. So you're releasing through your spine as you reach down towards the mat. Bending your knees as much as you need to. Bend just 1 knee, so you're pressing your opposite heel into the mat. And now switch. Bend your other knee, So you're finding that lengthening action through the opposite leg. And now you can bend both of your knees a little bit and just roll it on up. Think one vertebrae at a time. So your head is the very last thing to come back up. Nice work. So now turning to face the side, taking your legs out to the corner edges of the mat, bend your knees and go low into a squat and then come all the way back up. So just remember to do what feels best on your body. If just hinging from your hips is something you're working on because you have bad knees, focus on sending that tailbone back like you have little tail feathers here and then come all the way up. Otherwise, focus on taking your squat into a deeper position, weight is even between your legs, and then come all the way up to stand. Again, lower and lift. You can take your hands into prayer here. Lower and lift, engaging through your glutes as you come up to that full stand. And reach and press. Last one. And now lower down into your squat. Hold it here. See if you can place your hands down onto the mat and then lift your chest, bring your hands into prayer. So you're hinging from your hips. You can also just take your hands to your thighs and back into prayer. So you're holding the squat. You can come up a little bit higher. You can sit lower into the squat and lift up an inch. So those are your options. Tap the floor to prayer, tap the thighs to prayer, or take your hips down an inch and up an inch. Ready? Here we go. And lift. And press. Using your breath to help you. Lower and lift. 4, 3, 2 more. 2. Last one. Now you can take your hands down to the mat if you'd like. Walk your feet in. Take them underneath your hips and try to lower down into a squat as much as you can, lifting the heels and then just taking a seat on the mat. So scooting back a little bit. If you have weights, you can use them. They're optional. You can do this whole class without weights, no problem. Just place the weights out to either side of your mat, and then you can lie down on your back. So your tailbone is heavy, chest is open here. Finding the length in your spine. Start by taking your left arm extended up towards the ceiling. Take your right leg and hold it into tabletop. So you're pressing your shoulder blades, you're connecting them on the mat. Extend your arm and your leg. So you're going to take your arm back as you extend your leg and then bring it back to the center. You can keep your hand on your hip bone to offer a little bit of support and guidance with this movement. You want to feel the connection of hip bone to hip bone. So you're finding that lengthening action through your limbs without shifting your pelvis. That's going to help stabilize your spine. Again, reach and lift. As you bring your arm and leg back to center, you can add a little chest lift, and you can take your other hand behind your head if that helps, and lift. Again, reach. And press. 2 more here. Last one. And release back down. So now you have the same thing, but on the other side. So taking your leg into tabletop, reach your arm up towards the ceiling, and now plug your shoulder down into the mat. So you're keeping the chest open, finding that length and engagement. Extend your arm and your leg, and then bend. Nice big inhale, and then exhale. So you're working through your lower abdominals here. Lengthen and bring it on into center. Trying to keep the shoulder blades connected onto the mat here. Again, reach. 2 more, and then you can add that chest lift if you'd like. So taking your hand behind your head with this, nice big inhale, and then exhale to lift on up, and then again, reach back down. Finding that lengthening action and lift. Reach and lift on up. 5 more here. 4, 3, 2. Last one, you got this. And release all the way back down. So now taking both of your legs into a tabletop position, glue your ankles together, glue your knees together, press the palms of your hands into the mat, and then flex your feet. Extend your legs and bend. So you can take this high. You can take this to almost 90 degrees. So that way you're working through your lower abs. You can also take this a little bit more out to 45 degrees with this movement, or you can just press out an inch and in an inch. I care more about stabilizing the trunk than about how long you can extend your legs, pointing your feet and then flexing as you reach them out, using your breath to help you. You can also just keep the feet flexed if that feels better on your body or just for coordination. 3 more here. 3, 2, last one, and release all the way back down. So speaking of coordination, you can do this with or without the weights. So I'm going to show you with the weights and without. So if I'm holding on to the weights, you're going to start with your elbows bent and take your legs into tabletop. So you want to think about your palms are facing away from your torso to start. So that way, we'll start with the arms first, keeping the chest open, extend your arms, and then bend. You can either keep the elbows on the mat, but ideally you want to keep them lifted. So you're extending and bending. Now you can extend your legs out and then back in. You can add a chest lift with this movement. Keeping your chin soft here, so that way you're not going into your neck at all. You can also do this without the weights. So just extending through the arms as you lengthen and bend. Keep drawing that rib cage in and together. Think belly bend to spine. 4 more. This is 4. 3, 2, last one here, and release all the way back down, just hugging your knees in towards your chest. You can either roll to the side to sit on up, or you can tuck your chin and roll all the way up. So now turning to face the side, you can take one of your weights and just place it out in front of you. Starting with your leg extended, and you're in this half kneel position. If this is tough on your knee, you can come up to standing, extending your leg out to the side, holding onto a chair. You can also roll up your mat. That's another option to place underneath your knee. So extending your leg out to the side, you can take it forward by an inch or 2. So that way your leg is slightly forward, hand is on the mat, and then taking your other hand, place it behind your head. So pressing away from the mat, lift your leg on up and back down. So you'll immediately feel this through the side of your hip and your glute. You may feel it through your supporting hip as you lift and lower. And press. You have 5, 4. Think about engaging through the front of your thigh. On this last one, lift your leg and hold. You can also place your hand on your hip little pulses up, little presses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down. Come all the way up now. So taking your arms, reach them both overhead. Nice big inhale. Exhale to release. Now just take one arm and reach overhead. You're scooping your arms and you're going into a side bend and then lift all the way up. And you can take your arms out to the sides here. So again, scoop and reach. Use your abs to help lift you on up as you lengthen. Nice big inhale and exhale. Again, reach and lift. Again, reach and press. This is 4 and lift. 3. Again, using your side body to help lift you on up. 1 more here. Hold the scoop, little pulses, so little presses. Think about taking that bottom arm out to the opposite side, little squeeze. You want to feel this in your abs for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release and come all the way on up. You can bring your knees together. Let's switch this out. So we're going to do the same thing now on the opposite side. So you can take your other weight and place it in the front. We're going to get to those in a second. So extending your leg out to the side again. Finding that length through your spine, taking your hand down on the mat. Hand can be on your hip or you can take it behind your head. Lift your leg up and down. So you're working into the side of your hip and into your glute here. Again, lift and lower. And press. Using that breath to help you. Press. Now lift and hold your leg. Find the length through your legs. You're engaging through that front thigh. Little pulses up. Keep focusing on keeping your hips stable for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down. Come all the way on up, opening up your chest here. Reach and extend, and then come all the way on up. So you're scooping your bottom arm underneath, reaching up and over, using your obliques to help lift you on up. Again, scoop and reach, and lift. Keeping that chest open through this movement, making sure that you're not going into your low back. So you want to keep your legs nice and stable, and you want to feel the engagement of your tummy muscles. So if you feel like your hips are hinging forward and you're sinking in your low back, take those hips back a little bit. That's going to help. Again, reach and come all the way up. Again, press and lift. 3 more. 3, 2. Now we're going into our little presses here. Think reach away an inch and then bring it back in. Using that breath to help you. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lift all the way back up. Nice work. So switching it out again, extending your leg out to the side, placing your hand down on the mat, lift your leg on up to that hip height, bending your knee in, and then extend. So I like to switch it out from side to side like this if you're new with this half kneel position. That way it gives you time to recover on one side, and then you can switch and do the opposite side. It's a great way to build strength through your hips. Again, bend and extend. And lengthen. 5 more here. Trying to keep hip, knee, and ankle aligned. Try for 2 more. And now on this last one, bend your knee in, extend your leg, and bend. So you can keep your knee a little bit farther away, or you can take it up to that 90-degree angle, extend and bend. Really working through your glutes and through the front of your thigh here. And lengthen. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then place your foot down on the mat. Come all the way on up. You can grab a weight if you'd like. Taking your arm out to the side here. Again, think about that lift through your spine. So reaching up and over as you lower and then lift on up. Again, working through your core. So as you lift on up, you want to feel your tummy muscles engage. Those muscles through the front part of your torso are helping to lift you on up. Again, keeping the chest open. So that way you're naturally engaging your posture muscles here. Engaging through your hips and your glutes. Again, lower and lift. 5 more. Getting the little shakes in is good. Reach and press. 2. 1 more. And you can bring your knee in, place the weight down. So now we have the same thing, but on the other side. Extending your leg out nice and long. Reach down towards the mat. Keeping that chest open. So you want to be careful you're not rocking your hips back. Lift your leg on up. Bend your knee in and extend. So you're really bending from your knee and then a little bit from your hip here. And press. You're working through that back chain, engaging your glute as you extend your leg. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, you got this. 1, now bend your knee, bending from your hip. Try to keep it in the same spot every time. Extend your leg and bend. So now you're working through the front of your thigh here. Keeping that chest nice and open. Again, finding that length through the crown of your head. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then extend your leg down to the side and lift all the way up. You can grab your weight now. Placing it down towards the mat. Chest is open. A little up and over, side bend, and lift all the way back up. Nice big inhale and exhale. Using your tummy muscles to help you. Again, reach and lift. Nice big inhale and exhale. Three more here. 3, 2, last one, and come all the way back up. Nice work. So you can just place the weights up to the sides if you use them. Take one leg in front, one leg out to the side here. You can always crisscross your legs if that feels better on your hips. Now reaching your arms out to the sides, take your arm down on the mat, reach your other arm up and away, so that way you get that nice stretch through your side body. And lift on up. Same thing, but on the other side. You can lower down onto your forearm if that feels good. Getting that nice stretch through the side of your body. And lift on up. Okay, let's switch it out. Same thing, but on the other side. So taking your arms out nice and long, nice big inhale, lower your arm down. As you go into that side bend, just keeping your hips nice and heavy. And lift all the way back up. Now same thing, but on the other side, lowering down onto your forearm. And then lifting on up. Nice work. Bringing your knees together. Let's turn to the side. Take one leg forward into that runner's lunge. So knee over your ankle. You can place your hands down on the mat, either flat hands or fingertips. Tuck your toes underneath Extend through your back leg here. And just hold it for a moment. And then you can bend your knee, lower it down, sending the hips forward. One more breath. Nice big inhale. And exhale. And now you can send your hips back, flex your foot, reach it forward. So now you're getting that lengthening action through your hamstring as you fold your body in half. One more breath here. You can bring your knees together. Let's switch it out. So taking your other leg forward, tucking your toes under, lifting your hips so they're nice and even. Just holding the runner's lunge here. You can place your hands flat on the mat if that feels better. And now you can lower your knee down. Send your hips forward. So you're getting that nice stretch through your hips. And now you can extend through your front leg, flex your foot, and send your hips back to get that nice stretch through the back of your leg. And now you can come all the way on up. So taking your back leg forward to meet your front foot. Legs are right underneath your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Place your hands on the mat and try to straighten out your legs here. So that way you're getting a stretch through your hamstrings. So through the back of your legs here. Nice big inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and slowly roll it on up, or you can walk your hands up your thighs in that neutral spinal position. And now reach your arms up and overhead, nice big inhale, and then exhale to release back down. Nice work, you did it. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time, and have a wonderful day. Bye.